Hey guys, Masters here, and this is a video I've been promising for a long time now, and that is exactly what is going on with our release date and why are things so far behind. The original plan for release was to release at the end of November on the 10-year anniversary of the founding of CMT. Now, this was under the assumption that Silent Cartographer Evolved, which is its own separate project with its own team members and artists, was going to be done by end of July. As all of you well know, that didn't happen until several months later, all the way at the end of February, early March. The original plan was at the end of July, everyone would take about a 1 month, 2 month break, and we finish up the few assets and things we had to do for SPV3, as well as contribute to the missions. Now, since it went on until February, March, people just got way too burned out, and it's not really fair to expect any of them to spend an extra 4 or 5 months on a game when they've been working already another extra 6 months that they weren't expecting to work. So don't blame them. They have their own lives. They've already contributed more time than they thought they would, and their contributions are in SPV3. They just can't take the time to do more. A lot of us, we have adult jobs, real lives, and it's not all time for fun and games like it used to be. We have a lot of ideas for SPV3. Some have been in the sandbox and the game is based around that. We just don't have the manpower we used to get them done quickly. Things like the Grizzly tank, the Covenant sniper rifle, which is not a beam rifle, it's a new needle-based sniper rifle. It's something unique to the mod, are still going to be planned to put in. They're being worked on. It's just going a lot slower than we thought. We also have another problem in regards to our new level extensions. We were expecting to have 2 people working on it from the Evolve team. Obviously, they're not with us anymore. If you've played Silent Cartographer Evolved, you know the BSPs on that are absolutely insane. They're fantastic. They've done really great work. But they just spent so much time on it, they need to move on with their life. Those new areas still are being worked on, and we actually might be squeezing in another one for Truth and Reconciliation. It's actually vehicle combat based, so if we do that, it'll be pretty cool. If anyone's listening who has experience with Halo and doing their custom levels, be sure to let us know because we always are looking for more help. Of the 4 core members for SPV3, 3 of us are now working, well, I was working 60-hour work weeks. 2 of our people are working 60-hour work weeks, and I just had a whole moved into my own place, which is why you're going to see more videos, because I actually have the time and equipment to do these types of things now. But it's obviously a huge drain on the amount of time we have, as well as just energy in general. One person who is actually, you should know him if you've been following the team, Kirby. He's the genius behind a lot of our back-end scripts that make things like the armor abilities work. He is going to be able to be active soon for the summer, so that'll be a good thing. We've had some problems with that have plagued us really since last summer. He just hasn't had the time to work with. Our 4th member, Soy7, he's on the Halo Maps forums. He does some really cool things if you check him out. He's just busy with university, but his schedule is clearing up for the summer as well. So hopefully some more art assets will be making into the game. We also have some new partners I don't want to talk about, but they've been contributing some content for us as well. You're going to see the new Carbine soon. I think you guys are going to love it. They're also working on the Grizzly tank for us since our main art teams have had to move on. But things are progressing, like I said, it's just a lot slower than we'd like. One big problem with the failures we're having in the back end of our scripting system is we're not exactly sure what features we can keep and what things we can cut. We have stuff like the recharge stations for levels for the Covenant weapons. We have things like the gravity towers. We're just not sure if we're even going to have the space for that. So it's very hard for us to decide what the final content for some missions is going to be when we don't even know how the scripts are going to play with them. This is a good example of this is the assault rifle grenade launcher and the battle rifle grenade launcher. We don't really know if we'll be able to have the ammo refill on those since that has to be done using scripts until we get things settled and under control. We also can't tell what armor abilities we'll have in which maps either, since right now we crash when we have more than 4 per map. There's a similar thing going on with our graphics as well. SPV3 uses what we call a shared map system. This means that the maps themselves for the individual missions are very small because they all draw off a center map file that's about 1 GB large full of our bitmap data. Now, we're not sure if we're having crashes because of that or the scripts, so we don't know exactly how to fine-tune our graphics until we can address what's going on with the scripts, and we don't know if the scripts are working right to a point of stability until we get the graphics under hold. We are actively cutting and pruning where we can. It's just very hard, especially when you invest time in something, to say this has to go, but it's something we're just going to have to do. We're trying to make sure we don't have to cut any of the weapons or anything that's previously announced. I am happy to say, though, that since I do have some downtime at work, we've begun work on terminals, and we'll have more details on those for the future. I think we actually have some of the best stuff that's ever been done for terminals in a Halo game, so I think you guys will be really excited when you see it. Going forward, we're not going to do updates for the next week or two. Game Cheat 13 has a video coming out about SPV3, though, so you can check out his channel. I am going to hold off on videos, however, until this initial Halo 5 news settles down. These videos take a long time to produce and take time out of my schedule, so I would just rather do something when we can hit a much broader audience and just doesn't get buried on Reddit and every other forum under Halo 5 news. I'm also really happy to say that we'll be at PAX in Seattle at the end of August this year. If any of you guys live in the region or are planning on going, be sure to give me a shout out. I'm sure we can meet up. We'll have demos of all first 6 missions there to play, if not released by then. As far as other updates go, if you're not following me on Twitter, you really should. I understand, it's Twitter, what do you want it for? But it's the best way for me to communicate with you guys. I answer questions, do news, ask opinions, partake in discussion. So if you really like the project and you really want to learn more or interact with us more, we're going to have a new trailer later next month for CE3, Custom Edition 3. It's like E3, but it's only for Halo stuff. I think you guys are going to really like it. I think it's the best we've ever done. It's got a lot of really cool things and shows all of our missions. If you know anyone who thinks they can contribute, or if you think you can contribute, let us know. Don't be shy. We're always looking for more help. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you soon. Bye.